Well, there's another snake skin. A little smaller than the last one. Or a lot smaller. Yeah! Alright. Stargate. Gate for the Starcraft. Hee hee hee. There's another snake in the boat. More skin found. Smaller skin. Looked like the same water snake deal. Well, according to this, heavy rain and thunderstorm starting in 17 minutes. Jesus, man. I'm standing over here. I thought I saw a couple shiners, and I hear major thunder. So, it's coming. Screw up the whole frickin' day. It might not last long, but pack it up. Well, yesterday turned out to be a washout. You know, it was just one storm rolling in after the next storm, blah, blah, blah. So, a little discrepancy on the 55. Mr. Kimmler commented and he said, hey, I think after watching this thing a couple times, I know what's wrong with it. One of the pistons is in backwards. And I said, yeah, I kind of, you know, watching the videos back myself, I'm kind of like, I need to check that. So I said, I'm going to go check it right now. So I watched back the previous video, and what had happened was this thing was like this when I took the first piston out, the bottom piston, and the holes in the piston were facing the intake side. Oh yeah, baby. Then when I took out the top, it was like this, and pull it out, the holes were facing downward towards the intake side. Number one. And on the piston it says up, so you know what piston goes in like that. So they weren't, you know, cattywampus. They were in there correct. He said that the holes should be on the exhaust side, and that's what I was wondering too, because they're flathead pistons. They don't have that little, you know, the way like a 25 horse has that strange piston in there for the exhaust to run out. So you would think that's what the holes were for, but no. Pistons were in there correct. I've already got the parts ordered. I had the gasket kit, and thanks to you guys with the donations, I ordered the adapter here. I ordered the whole thing just like this, and I ordered up the pan that I cut all up. That was a crazy day. Normally would never do anything like that. And I ordered them both from the same guy, and I put them on my watch list on my eBay. And boom, he sends me a message saying, buy it now, I'll give you 10%. And it was already at a decent, fair price. So I said, all right, cool. So I went ahead and bought both parts. Be here in a couple of days. And I got 10%. It was like 73 bucks or something altogether with tax and everything. Anyway, I think I got a good deal. Like I said, thanks to the guys and the donations and the gals. I got to get started on cleaning these parts up, cleaning everything up. All my surfaces, gasket surfaces need to be clean, spotless. I'll probably take the head and resurface it like I do every time I pull one of these off. And start getting this baby back together. So, bang, bang, boom, baby. Let's hit the lake. Well, I've been everywhere. Shallow water, deep water. Throwing about everything I got. And nothing. I can see fish. I just rolled over this one fish laying there foot deep. I didn't know what it was. like a damn flounder. So it must have been a tilapia. I was like, what the hell was that? And there's a lot of movement over there, but they don't want to hit anything I got. You know me, I couldn't give up that easily. So I swapped baits. They come through here, they're a little trolling. One of them damn needlefish. It's a big one too. He hit that thing. And he peed all over the place. I hate them things. Man. He's smaller than I thought. Man, he hit that thing. Chicky-goo-goo-goo. He almost got me, or the hook almost got me. He little guy. But he hit. Hee-hee. Baby out. I need to get in there. See, right there is the biggest part of this crack. The rest of it is just nothing. Still not getting in that corner. Get a piece of sandpaper up in there. Here we go. I don't want to sand it smooth because I want it to stick best it can. We get a paper towel, soak all that up so it don't blow up on me. So I've got these two tips, you might want to say, and in reality they're both about the same size. This one, yeah, they're the same. And I picked up the MAP gas because it's hotter, which I need to get broken bolts out here and there. But all these blue canisters, man, they were all given to me, you know. So got to use them up for something. Anyway, I think I'm going to go with the smaller one because I can get a little bit of an adjustment on it. And it seems to be a little bit more of a direct point, but not a whole lot of difference. Like I say, they both have the same hole. And then the rods, I bought 2 packs. You only get 2 freaking rods in each pack. And man, I went through hell with this. Home Depot, 4 in stock, online. Run down there yesterday, empty. Went back this morning, thinking, well, okay, they restocked. Same thing, nothing restocked, empty. The guy comes over with his little, you know, handy dandy little pocket computer, and he goes, well, it says here we have them. I guess the people are stealing them. And I'm like, oh, this is great. So I left and ran all the way down to Lowe's. Same thing, get in there. The shelf was empty, said they had 20 something in stock. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? People stealing all this crap? Somebody's doing a lot of aluminum brazing. So then, you know, the guy came over, did the same thing, this little handy dandy thing with the boggy. And he said, let me go check with my associate. So I'm standing there and I start thinking, you know, maybe actually started thinking this back at Home Depot. So maybe they're laying around somewhere else in the store. Sure enough, in the plumbing section, the guy finds the box of them. So like I said, grab 2. They're $4 a piece at Lowe's, a little bit more expensive at Home Depot. I think I'm going to do a practice on the old pan over here. I've tried the Harbor Freight aluminum weld years ago. It was alright. I didn't really, not a biggie. I'll tell that story some other time. But anyway, let's see what I can lay down here with a little practice run. This is the piece off that pan that I had cut. Did a little grinding on it right there with the wire brush. And I don't know which way I'm probably going to go this way because I'm right-handed. So you're supposed to heat the metal, not the rod. Whoa. Yeah, this thing's got a bigger flame on it with this stuff. Why is it doing that? Wow. Yeah, this thing might not work with this thing. Look. Wow. Alright, let's try that other frickin' thing. This one is more controlled. There's no adjustment on it. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's probably going to be better. I thought the other one would be better. I think it's like 730 degrees on this thing before it starts to melt. I think I'm burning up my table. Wow. Really not what I'm looking for. I think I'm melting the rod more than I'm heating it. Spread out a little bit. And it don't take long to heat up one of these rods. It'd be better if I could get it spread out. I don't want to waste any more on the practice here. I'm wondering if there's some way with a tool I can spread this out. Let that cool off and we'll see. It's on there. Well, I was wondering if I could heat everything up, kind of smooth it out a little bit. Let's try it and see. Well, it kind of works. Worked. Let's see how that's gonna stick. Just, it's practice like everything else. I just don't want to put 14 pounds of this on here, like a nice little tight bead. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, see, that didn't stick real good. But it's still pretty hot. Ouch! Very hot. Well, I just laid one down, melted some on there, took the thingamajiggy here and spread it out a little bit. And as it's been heating up, the black oily residue has been oozing out of it. And let's see if this piece is going to stick. I'm sorry I didn't have the camera on, but looks like I'm going to be doing one section at a time the way this thing is going. So let it cool down. See if this look, it didn't even frickin' stick. You gotta be kidding me. See the ooze, the black little bit of ooze coming out? Now how come it didn't stick? It stuck to this piece on this pan. That piece right here is stuck on. So why didn't it stick to this? Well, I give up. I just can't seem to get this hot enough for it to stick. It's just rolling off. I tried, man, this thing is so high. I tried to spread it out, and it's just falling right off. I've used over half a stick between the practice and this. I think the metal is just too thick. I'm holding this damn torch till my arm's about to fall off, not to mention my back is killing me. It's just not going to stick. So back to square one. I don't have time to stand here all year, but what's it going to take? A whole can of frickin' map gas? So this JB weld I picked up, marine weld, grabbed it and ran out. Come to find out, this is not the choice of marine weld that I wanted. The one that I wanted has a higher strength of double this 2350 psi, and it takes longer to set. And this dries white, that stuff dries gray, and it's made for engine blocks and blah blah blah. This one just says engine parts. So this is good stuff though. It's more of an adhesive, and I'll keep it, glue crap together. And even up here it says where did I see that? Bond stronger than 3M 5200. I was just going to go back to the JB Weld, pretty much the original, but I got this other stuff that's like for mufflers and high heat, and I'm going to slap it on there. And then this is in a spot, man, I can keep an eye on it if it, worse comes to worse, which I don't think it is, but if it does, look at it, look at how hot that still is. If worse comes to worse, I'll get the damn thing welded up. But, the biggest problem too is I'm trying to do this on the cheap. I don't want to throw a ton of money into this thing. If that was convincing me it was the problem, then I wouldn't have a problem with it. So this is it here, JB Weld, extreme heat, set time 1 hour, functionally cure 24 hours, dries machine gray. Able to withstand continuous heat to 1000 degrees Fahrenheit. Organic repair paste can be used for filling cracks and holes on metal surfaces. Exhaust manifolds, tailpipes, mufflers, engine blocks. And then on the back, applications and uses, engine blocks, stainless steel. Didn't say anything about aluminum. So I'm gonna use it. I'll throw it on there. Like I said, we'll keep an eye on it and see what happens. So yeah, you see how thin this is? Right along that bend where I welded it. Raised it. I mean, that's what this stuff is made for. This is just too thick. And still, watch this. This is how long it's been watching. Still freaking boiling hot. So one of my main concerns in the beginning was, did this crack go all the way through and somehow water circulation was getting in? From what I can see, that's not happening. This is all, you know, there's no water inlet, outlet. I mean, I've got my finger right there in this corner, and the water passage stops about here. So nothing going back that far. So that's taken care of. Now let's see what this crap is going to do. I mean, it may work great, it may suck. I don't know. It says engine blocks. It says to stir it up and use generously. It also says, you know, you can grind out the crack to make it bigger so you can really fill it. But I don't want it bigger. You know? It's better to keep it small as possible. Oh, don't tell me this stuff ain't gonna stick. What the hell is going on? I just cleaned the hell out of that thing.
Oh yeah, baby.